Good evening, everybody. So, oh my gosh. Chris, you're crazy. Right off the bat. We'll wait for those to go by. So my plan tonight was to start streaming on YouTube. But YouTube and its infinite wisdom has a delay of 24 hours when you enable streaming, which I have never done. I haven't done it in over like 5 years was the last time I streamed on YouTube, so my account probably got refreshed, but whatever. Greetings, Javocado. So it's going to take 24 hours for that to kick in. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is tonight we'll just call this like a test stream to make sure everything works and my mic is working and all my sound and everything's working. And then tomorrow, or I might stream tomorrow night. We'll see. See how it goes. The next time I stream, it'll be on YouTube. So I was kind of surprised that Work Habit gifted subs because I'm switching over to YouTube. But yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Chris. So, come here, you. This is the doggy. This is the puppy. Say hi, puppy. Say hi, everybody. Yeah. He's got big. Lots of hair. Good on the hair. Mm-hmm. So yeah, lots to talk about. I'll wait a few more minutes, get some more people in here. Like I said, this is just a stream to get the information out there, and then the next stream will be on YouTube because I had to enable it, and it takes 24 hours. But everything's all set up. It's just like on my end, everything's set up. It's just I can't stream because it won't allow me to. Yeah, she's gotten big, eh? She's a big doggy. So yeah, that's the news there. So I'll be switching to YouTube, and the reason, like I said in the post, the reason I'm switching to YouTube, there's a lot of reasons, but the main reason is I have more support on YouTube. I have like over 500 subscribers on YouTube versus Twitch, which I only have like 300. And even when I would stream on YouTube or on Twitch and I would let the VODs stay up, I would get hardly any views on those. So with YouTube, if you allow the VODs to stay up, they're treated like a regular video, and then you get views, and I make money off those views as well. So I'm making money off of the actual stream, then I'm making money off the... Hey, Froggy! Yeah, it's crazy when you don't get into things and you forget. So yeah, that's the reason I'm going to YouTube, and I'm like this close to monetization. I need like less than 2,000 hours, I think, watch time, so that I can unlock memberships, which are like subscriptions on Twitch. It's like a $4.99 a month or whatever, and then there's also super chats, which that's donations, and then there's merch, which I think there's a store I have to set up, which would be cool because I have some cool merch I'd like to sell. But yeah, so that's why I'm switching to YouTube, because it makes more sense for the content that I do. I want to be able to stream maybe 2-3 times a week and then do videos the rest of the week. Like I want to be able to do my ambient stuff, and so yeah. So I'm glad everybody showed up. Got a few people showing up. This is awesome. Pardon my headset. It's literally falling apart, so I'm hoping it survives. I can't use the Yeti mic because, yeah, I mean, you're right, Frog. Gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta make some money. The other big announcement was that I'm coming back to City of Titans working on stuff again. And the reason for that is because I've been able to be put on a little bit of a disability, which has given me a little bit of money to live on, which my wife said, go work for City of Titans again. So it gives me something to do. It allows me to build content up for my page or my channel, as well as helping Missing Worlds out as well. So this, I mean, it's a lot of good news. So I just hope that my mental state holds up to it. That's the biggest thing. Like, I got a lot of depression and anxiety. I got a lot of ADD going on. So I'm hoping that my interest and motivation can keep up so that I can do it. This dog is being, what is wrong with you tonight? Huh? What? So what I thought, we'll do some of that, and then I'll show you some of the other projects that I'm working on. Like, I wanted to show you some of the Unreal stuff I've done over the last few months, because it's really cool, and I want to show some of the background of how I made some of that stuff. And then maybe we'll do a little bit of work on something, because I've got everything all set up to do that. Something simple, like I'll show you something I have. There was another project I worked on a while ago, and I made like 12 armor skins for them, and the project got canceled. So I never signed an NDA. It's one of those things where I never signed anything. So what I'm going to do to make it fair and without getting my, hit with any kind of issues, I'm going to take the base mesh and I'm going to redo them so that they look a little bit different and texture them a little bit different so that we can use them for City of Titans. And I had 12, and I've somehow, I don't know, when I was transferring data from one hard drive to another, because I occasionally run out of hard drive space, so I have to move everything over to a bigger hard drive. Somehow the folder got misplaced and I have no idea where it is. I've checked all 12 of the hard drives I have. I can't find the files. The only files I have are the ones for Substance Painter, which were autosaves. And I was able to open those up and export the low poly meshes out as FBXs, bring those back into ZBrush, and they're separated into pieces like they're supposed to be. So now I can use those low polys to rebuild the 7 that I have. And I'll show you some of them. They're pretty cool. So I guess we could start with that, I guess. Let me find them first. Oh, this dog. She's not used to me streaming. Okay, let's go here, here. Don't mind the singing in the background. My wife is. Oh, that's the other thing I have to. For you all that have never been on the stream, most of you have. But for those coming in through YouTube or whatever, I have an autistic daughter, and she's very, very loud. And in the background, it can get loud sometimes. So it'll pass whatever it is. If she has a tick or a tantrum or whatever, just ignore it. It'll pass. But that's just something that happens in the background. It's not really much I can do about it. And in the other house that we had, I was in the basement, so it wasn't as bad. But here in this house, everything's done on the main floor. The house is sort of shaped like a U. So the living room that she spends most of her time in is on the other side of this wall. So, okay. So we're going to go model work. Whoop, that's not the one. I'm going to go in here. I'll load these up and then I'll show them to you guys. Let's start with that one. So the project that I don't really want to name the project. We'll just call it GOA. For those people who know what it is, they know what it is. But um, it was a crypto-based thing, and um, it ended up getting canceled. I worked for them for about 6 weeks. Like I said, I made like 6 armors for them for the characters, and then they ran out of money, so they let me go. And they let me keep my video card though. They sent me this really cool video card, and I was able to keep it. All right, so let's switch screens here. This one. Yeah. Okay, we'll move me down here. Okay, so this is one of the armors. So what I'm going to do is I've exported the low poly out, and then I'm going to redo the armor. I guess it should be that. Yeah. So I'm going to redo the armor. So the overall shape's going to be the same, but the details are going to be completely different. And the textures and all that stuff are going to be completely different. So, I mean, it saves me doing it this way is going to save me a ton of time. Yeah, that's the characters based on you'll see them, but they're based on Norse mythology. Anybody knows Norse mythology will know who this is. So this one is the normal version. Like this is what she would normally look like. And then I was tasked with I had to fix all these, by the way. These came to me they had paid somebody a big bunch of money to build these, and they were just so high poly. They're completely utterly unusable because they were just so high poly. So what I had to do is I had to go in and I'd fix them, low poly them, fix them, add the details back, retexture them out, and as far as I know, they never used them, right? So the other task I had was I was to make high tech versions of them. So I would take that particular person, and then I would make a high poly, or not a high poly, a high tech version. And this is the same person. This is Freya. And this is her high tech version I made. And like with all COT or City of Titans armors, each of this is a piece, right? So you're seeing it as a full complete set, which you can play. Like if you wanted to, I think we have the option in the avatar builder. If you want to use this set, you just go in and pick all the pieces and make a set. Or you can mix and match. So if you want, these shoulders, you can use these shoulders with something completely different, or the legs or the boots or whatever. But I like building when I make sets, unless I specifically need a piece of something. I always make an armor set because I find it makes it easier because you make the whole thing in one go, and then because I have to take them a piece. I have to export a piece out at a time and texture it. So even though this is one complete textured unit, when I go back and remake these, I have to export the helmet out, for instance, separately, and then I have to texture it separately so that it has its own set of texture maps, because we can't use this one texture map in our game. That's not the way it's set up. Yeah, like I think there is if I remember, I haven't even been in the avatar builder in over a year, so I don't remember, but I know there's a drop down, I think, to like just include all armor sets from that particular set, because they're all tied in together. Because I remember when I was putting them in the avatar builder in the data tables, they're all together as one thing. So anyway, so this is the Freya. This is the female. This is the high tech version of Freya, right? Oh, that's not what I want to do. And then we'll do. This is Heimdall. Yeah, this is the high tech version of Heimdall. So these are, like I said, these are going to be completely redone. The basic overall look of the armor is going to stay the same, but the details and the textures are going to all be different, because in the game, as you know, we use different textures. We use materials. So I will go in and I will mask each section, and I think we have 4 colors, if I remember correctly. It's been a while. We have 4 colors, and each color can have a material added to it. So it'll look completely different. But this is Hamdial, high tech version. I did like a half chainmail thing with him. It looks really good. Yeah, plus the glow. That's right. But the glow, you don't have to have a glow. If I remember correctly, you can have just a color and then just turn the glow down, right? So technically, there is 4 colors. But yeah, so this is Humdell. So like I said, these are going to look a little different. Like these shoulders are awesome. I love the shoulders. So these are going to be a nice addition to the game, because I think the only high tech armor is the hard armor. Yeah, it's just. And then what do we got here? There's Odin. Yeah, some of these look really good. Thanks, Jeff. So this is Odin. I don't remember Frog. Like I said, it's been so long since I've done any work on the game. So I know that me and Chris worked the other night, and I got the repo. I downloaded the repo. So I'm gonna have to look through there and see what I have in there, and compare it to what I have on my computer, and see if there's anything that isn't in there. But I do have. I have. Like I said, it's been a while. I have over 100 pieces that I'm working on that are just in different stages. And I have a new hard drive. Yeah. So, the plan, as well as the costumes that I'm going to be working on, I think the plan is to have me sort of kind of take over for Nathan, and start working on mission levels at some point. That's the other plan, as far as I know, because I've gotten a ridiculous amount of experience building levels in Unreal in the last couple of years. So, but anyway, this is Odin. I am particularly proud of his chest piece. It looks really cool. That helmet's pretty cool too. But yeah, if I see a lot of places where I could improve this. Like there's a lot of, like, all this stuff is all in Substance Painter. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of areas where I could improve that. And then the last one is Thor. Okay, I'll show you this one because this is pretty cool. This is the original Thor. This is the one they gave me, I think. Why is that on? Camp border. I don't know why that's on. So this is the original they gave. No, this isn't the original. I fixed. This is a second. This is a another version I made because the original had this really complex, weird layered chest, and it just looked odd, and it yeah. Yeah, like some of these are like I love this the wings on the helmet and stuff. All right. See it. Wait till you see the so that's the like the Norse style, right? Um and then wait do you wait do you, wait do you see the high tech? It's awesome. I think Thor is my favorite armor. I think I probably put the most into him because you're totally gonna get a Master Chief vibe from this because when I was making this armor, I totally used Master Chief as an inspiration, and I think it looks awesome. Again, there's places where I could improve, but yeah, this is Thor's high tech armor, and I love it. Totally Master Chief inspired. Okay, so that's done. So let's go to Unreal here. Okay, so this is the level I just recently did. This is my Spooktober level. So I'll show you from above. It's not very big level. It's quite small. So it's not very big. And you can see how I layered the trees without so that I didn't have to cover the whole thing because that would be insanely hard to render out. This is with all the lighting off, by the way. That's why it looks so crappy. That's the best way to build with the lighting out because it doesn't mess everything up. It just makes it harder to move around and place stuff when the lighting's off or lighting's on. So yeah, these are all fog banks. If I go over here, there's a like I'll run you through it so you can see what it does. See what it. So this is where you start. I mean the Mega Scans assets are absurd. I mean, they are so realistic. Like these trees, they even come with this global actor thing where you can literally change the season just with a slider. And then I've got, if I go, I'll show you a second here. This is cool stuff. Like this is stuff that most people would find interesting. So if I go to foliage and I go select and I select this, come on. There we go. Go down here for a sec. I pick, say, this tree. I open it, and then I go to the master material for it. this is where all the magic happens, right here. So this allows you to add all your weather effects to all your foliage. And this node works with everything. So anything that has a material on it, if you add this node and you add the right booleans, you can add weather effects to everything. So this is, I'll show you my snow level in a minute. This is how I added snow to everything. So anything I put in the level, I added this node to it in the material, master material for it, and you just add the boolean for snow, and it covers it with snow, and then you can control how much snow it has. And what this allows you to make, this allows you to add wetness. This is a simpler node because I didn't need puddles or dripping or anything. I just needed wet, right? If I go to here, I'll show you right here. I'll turn on the. You go real close. I simulate. You can see the dripping. See it? And that's a node that you add. Come on. Oh, I'm in the wrong mode. Yeah, this node. Right? And this gives you apply puddles, apply dripping, and then it gives you your wetness mask, which I have set to 1. And that's how you get all your dripping and your puddles and anything in the level. And you can do this with snow as well, right? And this comes from the Ultra Dynamic Sky plugin. That's what gives you these extra nodes to do, right? So anyway, we'll go back to what I was doing here. So, yeah, this is a full third-person character that I made. It's a third-person character that I put a first-person camera on. So I put a spring arm and a camera right on it, connected together. That way I can look around and you can still see the character. This is cool because it allows you to do all kinds of stuff like dynamic footstep sounds and deform for the ground and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so right here, there's the first jump scare, which is a crow that's sitting up there. There's like a trigger box that goes across here. And when you cross it, it plays a random crow sound. I think I have like 4 in there, and it plays 1 of 4. And then there's a zombie that's over here. He's wandering around. But yeah, you can see there's puddles on the ground. That's from Dynamic Sky, and then all this stuff is wet. And then from the rooftop here, you can see there's rain dripping. That's because there's a spline there that's dripping water. So, yeah, he's got a GoPro. Yep. Pretty much. That's exactly what it is. Right? And then there's a jump scare here, just so you warn you. Right? So there's a camera shake, and then I've got, I'll show you. This is cool. I'll show you this. She's under. Turn this off. I hope this isn't killing my frame rate. But anyway, down here. Where are you? Why am I not seeing it? Okay. So if I go in here. Is it in here? Where did I put it? Anyway, I was going to show you, but there's a sound cue I set up that sound cues are fun to play with because you can mix them, you can add you can modulate them. But the one for the ghost, I have it split off in 3, and there's one for the breathing, which the breathing will get set off. There's one for her that gets set off, and then there's one for the jump scare that gets set off. And each one of those has a random sound that fires off. So it's not always the same breathing, and it's not always the same jump scare. So it's just adds more dynamic to the environment, right? I'm all about things being as dynamic as possible so that it doesn't get boring. So you can, if you were to run through this, if you had this as a project at home and you wanted to watch this or like run through it, it would be different every time you run through it. The jump scares would be the same, but all the sounds would be different. All right. So anyway, we'll do this again. But yeah, you see, I got moths around the lights. There's birds flying in the air. Little details like that. I'm such a detail horror, I guess is the right word. I don't know. I just love details. There's the jump scare again. And then I've got a trigger box right in front of me that when I walk through it, she's supposed to come at you, but she didn't this time. It's weird. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. That's unreal. It's supposed to work every time. And she won't disappear because I have it set so that when she, in the node, when she gets to the end of the thing that I told her to get to, it destroys the actor. But because she didn't follow through with that for some reason, and probably it's because of the nav mesh. Because the nav mesh always gets messed up for some reason. Anyway, she's got no collision, so I can go right through her, I think. Let me through. Thank you. Okay, so, and then over here is another jump scare. The bones fall. Again, that's different cues all set up. These skulls have collision on them. I had to have collision on them or these wouldn't have worked. And then over here, there's like a growl. I had a tentacle monster in there, and I didn't like the way it looked because I even tried messing with the textures a little bit to try to get it to look a little bit more realistic, and it just didn't work. And then you go through here, and then it's done. It's a very small level, but I wanted to put a lot of detail in it with like the leaves falling and everything. So, all that work took me about 2 weeks for like 3 minutes of screen time. So it's like in the movies, you could put like weeks and weeks into work for something that's going to be on the screen for like 5 seconds. Now I understand how visual artists how they work. So let's go here for a sec. I'll show you guys the winter level because that is cool because it's got all kinds of dynamic stuff. I wonder if this will actually play. Okay. So I don't know if any of you, if you haven't watched this video yet, you gotta go on my channel. It's on my channel and watch it. Like all these levels that I'm showing you, there's a corresponding video to it on my channel. So please go over there and check it out. But yeah, same idea. This is set up more like a game, right? Because there's actually escape to leave, and I actually had missions in this at one point, but that was too over the edge of it being a game like, so I took out the missions because you would walk up to this empty thing and it would say go get a drink, right? So that was your objective, to go get a drink. So it was a way of me practicing how to do objectives. Oh, the camera shake is going to be in this now because I use the same character. But you can see I've got dynamic footsteps. The snow actually interacts with his feet, which is really cool. This is probably one of my favorite levels that I've made because I love winter. Winter's kind of like almost my favorite. I'd say fall's pretty close, but fall and winter are my two favorite seasons. So the falling snow is insane. It's so nice. But yeah, you go over here and then there's these birds. Oh, there were birds. Where'd they go? I think this level's a little messed up because I've used some of the assets from this for the swamp, and I think I made some changes to the code, and that's why it's not quite everything's not quite working. If you go up to this bird, he should fly away. No? Okay. Fine. But yeah, this river is cool. This is by the same company company, I guess you could call it, that made Oceanology. This is called Riverology. It's amazing. Yeah, why are those birds not running away, I wonder? Yeah, beautiful scene. Anyway, so that's the last two that I've done. There's a lot more that I've done. That's basically what I've been doing for the last like yeah, that's what I've been kind of doing for the last year is just learning Unreal is like every nook and cranny of Unreal as much as I can because I just love making landscapes and building levels. It's kind of my favorite thing to do next to modeling. So I wanted to learn as much as I can, and I wanted to make as much things as realistic as I possibly could. So that's why I tried using, mega scan stuff and trying to use, like I said, as real as I can possibly get it. Trying to think of where that. I think that's the other one. Okay, so I have two projects. This is the newer project. The older project has all my other ambient stuff in it. But anyway, that's my Unreal stuff. So that's what I've been doing with that. Turn on my Cintiq and see if I can get. Wow, a little bit of a pause there. I got some skip frames. That's fine. But yeah, that's drag this over here. Hey, my glasses. I forgot about this part. Okay. So just give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna set this up. Neat. New document. Thank you. We're going to go. Isn't that Thor I did? Yeah. Okay. So let that load up. Trying to think, what else can I talk about before I start working? So I guess the other question I had is for you guys watching and anybody. I'm going to put this up on YouTube as well. What is the best times for me to stream? When would you guys like to see? Do you like this time of day where I stream from say 8 till 10 or 8 till 11? I don't think I could do 3 hours, but we'll see. Like 8, 9, start time? Do you have a day of the week that you prefer to sit and watch something like this? Because, like I said, I'm going to be on YouTube. This is my last Twitch stream. I'm going to be on YouTube. I just want what when I stream, I want it to be relaxing. I don't want it to be stressful. So for me, the best time to do it is out this time of night because, like I said, they're off watching Little House on the Prairie, and I can do what I need to do. All right. So I need to bring up some references. Okay. So let's move over to. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll leave that where it is. Okay. References. Armor. Tech. Extra large. Tuesdays. Okay. Well, look at the. Okay. So I like streaming Tuesdays because Sundays and Mondays are usually weird for us. So I'm wondering if to start Tuesdays, maybe Tuesdays and Thursdays might be two good days to start with and see how things go from there. And if things go well, I might add a third day somewhere. But I just want people to be able to watch. Okay, the other thing I wanted to do was, before we get into working, this, there it is. There's 0 in there. Will it play? I don't think any of these are going to play because they're on the wrong hard drive. Okay, so we're going to have to do without music tonight, guys. Yes, very much Master Chief vibes, Kevin. That's what I was saying earlier. I took inspiration from Master Chief. So, just looking at some references, trying to get an idea how I can. Like I said, it's been a while since I've. Is this going to work? I wonder. Nope, it's not working. That's because I don't have it plugged in. Great. So, figure this out. Give me a sec, guys. Give me 1 sec. first stream back. I can't expect everything to go perfect, right? All right. It's still not working. Come on. What if the batteries are dead? Because there is no connect button. Should have tested this. Yeah, it's not working. For some odd reason. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I need this keyboard to work. And I don't understand why it's not working. It's so weird. It's not working. I'm positive those are brand new batteries, but we'll take these out and give it a shot. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to try another. Yeah, it's not working. Okay, give me a sec, guys. I need to try a different USB. Well, we lost the camera. I have to worry about that later. Is this going to work now? Finally, yes. Holy smokes. Okay. So, smooth this out. Okay, so this is low poly. So let's. Okay. So let's get rid of these for a moment. Because this 4,000. So that's 4,000 polys. I think that's a little bit. So we're gonna stick with. I think I'm gonna stick with this basic shape. Right, and then what I'll do is where's my move? It's amazing I remember how this works. I haven't used ZBrush in over a year. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to duplicate this. And I always put low poly. No, I put high poly first. So what we'll do is we'll turn this one off. Now what we're going to do is rename this. Call this high poly. Now we can go geometry. We can divide. Give me a little bit more geometry to play with. Okay. So what do we want this to look like, guys? Let's see. I really like this helmet here. I think I'm going to try to go with something close to this. Okay. Brush standard brush. There it is. Okay. So I think I'm going to go more techno with this one. Wow, is this tip got dried out or something? Saving it for new cans. Oh yeah, headphones. Jeez, I need new headphones, man. These ones are pretty bad. Yeah, if anybody wants to donate. Did I put, I think I put a, no, I didn't. Thought I put up like a, yeah, I thought I put up a thing for a new set of headphones. Where's my, this is not the right camera. So turn that one off. Turn this one off. That's weird. That shouldn't even be. Chord feed. Where the heck is my other? Huh. I had a second camera. I don't know where it went. Well, we'll turn this one on and we'll go. Properties. I don't know why that's not showing up. Sorry about the cam, guys, but you're not really interested in looking at my mug. You know what? I think I'm going to do something different here. I'm not liking this. Okay. Let's just do. Brush. Let's do. Brush alpha. Import. Here, I changed a few things, so I transferred some stuff over to a new hard drive. So it's gonna be in here, I think. Brushes. Hard surface. Edges. Oh well. Trying to think here. That looks decent. Weird bump. I think I need some more practice. It's been a while. Okay, so we'll do divide again. I do need to find some kind of I need an edge of some kind. Completely forget where all my brushes are. Like, jeez. I have a lot of brushes. This is snow tracks. I'm looking for like a hard edge of some kind. So like these are all deco. That's probably not going to work. But what's this going to look like? Yeah, let's see. That's going to. I'm just playing, experimenting right now because I said it's been such a long time. You could use this to make panels. Yeah, it can be. I mean, it's. There's so many ways. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There's so many ways to get to manipulate the geometry in ZBrush. It's kind of crazy actually. Sci-fi trim. I wonder what these. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. What's this one do? Yeah, see, you can do it that way, or you can go dots so that you can. I don't think. Let's do divide it again. I want to see what happens. See it all. How much detail obviously has to do with how much how dense your geometry is. The more polys you have, the more detail you can get. So I'm at 1 million polys now. I should be able to get some decent like this. I want to see what like this is. Yeah, see, you're starting to see some of the detail now because it's high enough poly. But you can also see where it's breaking up. I mean, it's not. So I think what I need to do on days when I'm not streaming, I think I need to do a bit of practicing because I'm way out of it, I think. Why is this? There we go. Better. Okay. So yeah, I'm noticing I'm like over an hour now. So yeah, I for the next stream I'll actually have some work prepared, and that way I can actually do like a good full hour or two of just working in ZBrush. I haven't had time to sort of, like I said, this stream originally was going to be to sort of reintroduce myself, reintroduce the channel, give us sort of an update of what's been going on, and then the next stream was really going to be like one where I got some actual work done. I think I also need to yeah, see, the stream didn't crash. The only issue I saw was with my keyboard, which I sorted out, but I had to unplug a camera to do it. So I'm going to have to figure out. I replaced this motherboard a couple years ago because the original motherboard, the main slot went on it for my video card, and I was the only board I could find in the price range I had. But the problem is it didn't have nearly the USB slots that my last one had. So I'm missing out on 2 or 3 USB, and I have a powered hub, but you can't use cameras and stuff with a powered hub. So I move what I can over to it, but like the lights that I'm using, they're go through the powered hub, but they don't connect to the computer. So, and anyway, but excuse me. So, thank you to everybody who, you know, came in and watched and chatted, and I promise next stream will be a lot better. I'll be more prepared. I like you got to. I have to be very honest. I was nervous to stream tonight because it's been so long, and like I said, I've got a lot of issues with anxiety and stuff. So, um, yeah, it's not as bad because you guys aren't right in front of me, but it's still hard knowing all these people are watching. So I get a little nervous. Excuse me. But yeah. I mean, if anybody's got any questions, I mean, is there anything you guys would like to see me do on stream? Is there any particular costume piece you'd like to see me work on? Because stuff on stream, I can kind of, I don't consider it work. I do the stuff that needs to get done, like the NPC stuff. I do that stuff off camera. I do some of it on camera, but most of it's done off camera because um well, I'll have some music next time. I didn't set that up properly. Like I said, I moved everything from one hard drive to the other and it broke all my links. So I spent the better part of 4 hours yesterday setting all of this stuff back up because when I moved everything, it just broke all my links. My stream key wouldn't work, nothing worked. So, you know, but yeah, I want to get back in the groove. I want to get on there and just get in the zone and get stuff done like I used to because I find that was, excuse me, that was the best time was when I was just, I knew I had a task to do and I just do it. And you guys are just along for the ride. The other thing I want to mention, for those who don't know, for those watching, I have made and self-published 2 games. One's called The Chronicle. It's a first-person horror, and the other one is Rage. It's like a stress relief, beat 'em up, smash things, collect gold. It's got a very Diablo vibe to it. They are both free on Steam. The links are in the description of Twitch. But I will bring them up for you guys so you can see them. Give me a sec here. So you guys can get an idea of what they look like. Okay, so this is Rage. It's basically you can have, there's 5 characters. You unlock 5 characters. There's power-ups. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. There's 5 levels. It's a really, really fun game. You can play it for 5 minutes or 5 hours. It absolutely depends on you and how much time you have. Originally, it was made to be a mobile game. That's why the UI is very mobile looking, because it was specifically designed to be a mobile game. But then we were having too many technical issues and too many issues with Google themselves, always wanting the SKDs to be updated and everything like every 6 months. So we just decided to just make it PC. And that's, it looks amazing. Me and Void are worked on it. Void did a lot of the coding. I did a lot of the art, and I built all the levels and stuff like that. And then there's the Chronicle. Is an extremely fun game. It's basically a horror genre type game. Again, I built this one myself with a little bit of coding help from a friend of mine. He's in the credits. I built this game in 3 months. And for what it is, like, I did an update, I think last year sometime, where I just went through and completely tried to get as many bugs out of the game as I could, and I went through and reduced polys and textures, and I got the whole thing down. It was 11 gigs at one point. I got it down to 6 gigs. So it's a pretty small download now. But again, super fun game to play. When you're playing it, just keep in mind it was my first game, right? It's got little weird quirks and stuff like that, but it's such a fun game to play. It's got these cool, the atmosphere is insane. Like, I spent a lot of time on the atmosphere. So yeah, those 2 games are out there. They're free. Please go check them out. They're free. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything. And if you like it, review it, leave a like. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's much else that I can postpone this stream for. Yeah, that was CC in the background. So yeah, next stream, YouTube. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. The way it works is, I can even show you if you guys want to see it. If I go to I've got 517 subscribers. Thank you, whoever was that subscribed recently. Thank you very much. Hey, Void. Oh, you're coming in right at the end of the stream, buddy. So I've got 517 subscribers, 3 uploads. I need this to be at 3,000. As soon as I get this to 3,000, this all opens up. So memberships, which are like subscriptions to Twitch, you can do the same thing for YouTube. And I can't remember the percentage, but I get a percentage of that every month. And then there's super chats. So you can donate money to the channel with a highlighted message, which is kind of fun. And then there's shopping. It's some merch thing. I still gotta figure that out. But those 3 things unlock at 3,000, right? And then when I get to 1,000, I get 4,000. I'm almost 4,000. I'll be at 3,000, so 4,000. then I can unlock ads. But I'm not really caring about the ads. I'm caring more about this stuff up here because I think this is more important. But yeah, once all that stuff unlocks, then I can start making a little bit of money, and then just stuff I want to do. I want to upgrade my computer and get. I want to make the streams good. I'd love to make YouTube my main career, and then game design is kind of like my secondary thing until City of Titans comes out. Then once City of Titans comes out, then I can sort of shift, make City of Titans my full-time career, and then make YouTube a hobby. Because I plan on using YouTube as a way to promote City of Titans by making stuff like I'm doing now, playing the game. Once the game's out, I'm planning on doing guides. Like I'd like to do like mission guides and best ways to power. I want to show how to do power level guides and stuff like that. Like I want to get right into the game and start doing stuff like that. I want to become like the channel for City of Titans, right? Because as one of the developers, I know all the little ins and outs of the game and how everything works. So I want to be able to use that to my advantage, right? But I need to build up. I need to really build up the channel and get a lot of people in here so that we can get that word out there. And we're on a good trajectory, right? I'm at 517 subscribers now. I need less than 500 and at 1,000, right? But yeah, enough begging. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. Thank you to everybody who watched. Very much appreciate it. The support is fantastic. And like I said, next stream, YouTube. I will drop the links in the Discords, and so you guys can find it. And yeah, till next time, I guess. Boys, you're always late. So yeah, I'll put this up on YouTube probably tomorrow sometime. So if you guys want to watch it back for any of the information you missed, there wasn't really a lot of content. Sorry about that, but I didn't think there was going to be. Next stream we'll get more into that. I'll prepare something to do, and I'll make. I don't have the avatar builder. The one I have is very outdated. I don't think making pieces for that and putting them in there would be a good idea because I think everything would be different. So I got to get the avatar builder, the current one, the Unreal 5 version. And then once I make pieces, I can put them into the engine like I've done on stream before, and I can show you them in the game. So for now, I can just make the stuff and maybe texture it, and then you guys can see what it looks like textured. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you very much for all the support, and we'll see you next time. Thursday. I think we'll probably do Thursday. Same time, 8 o'clock. Okay, well, thanks everybody. You guys rock. As always, may the hue be with you. We will see you next time.